And hello and welcome to Boston once again for the Netzero 500. We're getting ready to get the command.
Drivers, start
There it is.
your engines!
Yep. Brian Patterson's on the pole, starting alongside Seth Cole. Let's watch him roll off. Drew Austin and Dylan Young, row 2. Henry Fitzwater, Daniel Day, Alex May, Trevor Meacham, Tom Gerard will start inside row 5. We actually have the Netzero car in the race here today for Kyle Thomas.
And by the way, there's a caution in the truck race, Charles.
Okay, cool.
I know.
It's Henry Sanford starting outside row 5. There is the Netzero car. Stephen, what are your expectations today since we added 25 laps onto this race that weren't in the nationwide or truck races?
Truck race was a rack fast. This, I have no idea. And I don't know what's going to happen. Nationwide was strung out, and they had a long run. I don't know what's going to happen. It could go either way today. But here we go. People are hitting the wall in qualifying as we go green flag as Patterson leads.
Side by side, and that's a pretty good battle going into turn number 1. They don't go way too high just yet. And Patterson gets out to the early lead. Seth Cole goes a little bit high, but Drew Austin into second. Fitzwater to third.
As we see Drew Austin coming up second.
Yep. Fitzwater now does clear for third. Alex May inside of his good buddy Seth Cole.
As we see, here goes. That's a new paint job for the 66.
Yeah, it is. Good to see the 33s in good condition this week because we was a little bit blurry last week. That's the same scheme that they ran. Here comes Tom Gerard inside for 5th. And Eric and Rage. Oh, worth mentioning, Eric and Rage comes in with an 11-point lead over Mary Shelley and 13 over last week's winner, Charles Jackson. And now he's inside the top 5 as, whoa! Saw Alex May and Dylan Young nearly make contact there, coming off turn number 2.
How to race 66. The last thing you want to do is spin through the grass. You got to be really careful.
Oh yeah, definitely. Gabe Williams just outside the top 10 right now. In fact, actually came across in 10th.
Oh, here comes the 13 unsponsored.
Hey, running good so far this week. Looking to try and finish a race for the first time this season.
I'm surprised he had any backup cars.
Well, remember, they got some cars from Penske.
Well, Penske wrecked a lot of cars with Gong last year, but...
Well, Gon's car didn't run in here, so that's where they got him from.
They just didn't leave the yellow paint job on.
Yep. So Dylan Young inside of Chris Louvier, that was for 6th. Top 5 have really spread out here.
Now it's a strung out race besides back-to-back is always the battle for
we're going to check it out a little bit, go through here, show you where some of the guys are running. Close battle between Noah Akari, Nick Pericles, and Zachary Fitzwater.
Yep, really good battle. Look, everyone is really side by side back up here. Everyone's racing far in the front.
There's Mary Shelley, 24th right now.
Oh, I'm going to be looking. Oh, the 4 was going to hook him right there. Be really careful. A washer. Does Washer drive the 4 in every year besides Struck?
Well, last year he did drive the 4 in every series.
I think someone took his 4. Cassandra took his 4. That's why he's driving the 5 in Truck.
No, he likes the 5 better. That's why. His preference is 5, then number 4. So.
Alex May started top 10, falling all the way back to the field now.
Yeah. Whoa. Daniel Day, Gene Sanford there inside of him. Came across the line that time at 21st.
The talent level of Daniel Day.
Seth Cole's falling back a little bit now. Tom Shelley getting ready to go inside of him. And whoa, Seth nearly came down on him.
The winner yesterday at Boston really got loose there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe celebrated too hard for completing the clean sweep.
Well, we were celebrating with the Marines last night, smoking some Arrowhead cigarettes, so we did have a good time last night.
You might have been doing that. I didn't.
Well, you did. Don't lie on the booth.
I did not. I did not. I'm not going to touch those things ever.
Well, you know, we do have the photos. I think Charles might have had a little too much of the Jack Daniels.
Now that I won't attest to. I might end up doing that. So,
Oh yes, then the shit hit the fan. Well, sorry, it hit the fan afterwards.
Well, Eric and Rage trying to close in on Tom Gerard for the 4th position on the racetrack right now. Looking inside, there he goes. So yeah, this one already getting strung out a little bit. 13 laps complete, and we haven't had a caution flag.
That's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
Zachary Fitzwater in the back. Brennan Patterson, though, cruising to a comfortable 0.3 of a second lead.
Looks like the 19 in last place. They put a lot of effort on that paint job. They just didn't put a lot of effort on the motor.
Let's see. Well, they came across in 41st, so not in dead last.
The two nicest paint jobs in the field, dead last. GG, guys.
It just shows paint schemes don't pay for anything. I mean, just look. That scheme's running 8th.
And it only ran one race in real life and failed miserably.
Well, you have Elijah Workman trying to peek inside for 6th right here on Tom Gerard.
What kind of paint schemes are those? And a snap-on good wrench?
Yep. Eric and Rage inside for 4th, or for 3rd, I mean. Looking inside Fitzwater.
Man, this race has been really...
6th. Sorry about that.
The race hasn't been that interesting so far, but you know what? The pit stops will always make it interesting here. 33 is trying to work that bomb lane.
Oh, he actually got into the left rear a little bit.
Impatient for
Gabe
Rage.
Williams inside Tom Gerard.
I wouldn't be racing that hard if I was him. He's the point there. Got to race a little more smart.
Well, and he's taking the risk, I think, because he easily sees that we're trying to find him. We're still looking for his closest competitors. There's one of them.
34.
And there's the other.
Well, you know.
Yeah, you're saying? Go ahead.
Charles,
Go ahead.
right.
I want to hear this one.
Charles is right. Paint schemes don't pay for everything. I mean, when you're second in points and you put a lot of effort on a paint job and you're running dead last, I mean, it doesn't take much talent from the team to do that.
Well, Eric and Rage has got a really good car here today. He's actually catching up on Drew Austin now. He's run the 3rd fastest lap. Henrietta Fitzwater ran the fastest, and Dylan Young's 2nd quickest lap of the race.
And look at this car. They just slapped like a white logo on the car and just called it whatever it is, Camouflage.
Corbell is on the car this week. I'm not quite sure what Corbell is. I don't remember. But he passes the Furniture Row Racing Chevrolet of Drew Austin for 2nd place on the track. And is still running 0.2 faster than Brennan Patterson.
He's got a good car.
Apparently, Brennan Patterson's got a really consistent car. He ran the same lap 2 laps in a row. Literally the same lap down to the thousandths. Amazing that we were having lag spikes, though, up towards the front of the pack.
Is Dylan Young in this race? Oh, Dylan's running 7th,
Dylan
right?
has fallen back to 9th. And Gabe Williams back to 13th.
Now we're all waiting for him to blow his engine again.
Yeah. Hey, how about the Netzero car running 6th in the Netzero 500 right now? Way to go, Kyle Thomas. Eric and Rage looking for his 2nd win in 4 races. Wouldn't that be something if that happens? Trying to close in on Brennan Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson wrecked out of the nationwide race yesterday, and he's trying to redeem himself. This is a pretty good redemption right now.
Well, Patterson would be looking for his 3rd career win today if he can, or it would be his 3rd career win if he can get it. Amazing that we're getting the lag spikes up here at the front of the field.
It's kind of weird. We're getting lag spikes. I mean, it's lagging on my side too. I mean, we do have a 3-hour sped call going here. We are going to be lagging a little.
Who knows? Well, Elijah Workman inside for 4th, and Kyle Thomas is going to grab a top 5 spot, and Duncan might grab 6th.
And look at that. If the Netzero car wins Netzero 500, the Netzero people are going to cheer, even though they don't even have Netzero anymore. When did Netzero go out of business? Like 2006?
I don't remember.
I bet you one of the people here in this race used Netzero back in the day.
Probably still out there, just with a different name.
Yeah, AOL dial-up.
Well, now the lap times have kind of balanced out between Eric and Rage and Brennan Patterson. How about this? They're coming around to complete lap 26, and we still have yet to see the caution flag come out here today.
It's like everyone's minding their P's and Q's, and Dylan Young hasn't blown his engine yet.
Well, remember, he's got a better engine today. Oh!
Well, Charles, good job jinxing it, buddy. Well, the Depth 500, we're going to call it. It's not the Netzero 500, it's the Depth 500. Oh my god, Dylan Young, hey, you called him the wreck. Hey, I called it.
No, you called blowing his engine. Oh, gosh!
Well, oh no!
Alex May's involved.
Well, let's take out the leaders. This is a fun game.
Well, the leaders will pit underneath the caution here, most likely.
Let's see if anybody puts someone in the pit wall like yesterday. Oh, Gerard, the winning streak is not gonna. The losing streak's not coming today.
Yeah, it ain't ending today. Oh gosh. Well, it doesn't look like anyone's gonna be put into the pit wall.
Well, we lost the camera angle.
So Brennan Patterson coming down. Can the pit crew get Eric and Rage out in front?
I think they are sending. I think the pit crews are going to be delayed. They're sending some fire trucks for some of the cars. Some people went flying 20 feet in the air. I mean, those Nextel signs on the side got a little bruised from the debris.
Seth Cole coming to his pit stall.
Oh, I thought it was. Never mind.
Should be seeing the 0. Oh, the 0 and the 33.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that was close.
People are on their feet.
Not quite sure who actually was third off pit road. It was Patterson and Thomas. Looks like maybe Workman. No, Drew Austin. Then Eric and Rage, and then Elijah Workman, the top 5 off pit road. Let's take a look back at what happened. And we're back, and we had 2 separate incidents actually take place here on this lap. We'll start out with the big one. Watch, Chris Washer gets into the left rear quarter pound of the 32.
And then he just gets pissed at him and tumps him. That's not really a great job by Washer. He didn't wash up the hill. He just turned into an idiot there. And then this.
And then this happened. Sanford trying to save it, just gets into the left side of Dylan Young, and they lose it. Oh, the champion, Trevor Meacham, a hard hit. Daniel Day, Alex Hawkins. The 13 avoided one!
Yep.
Amy Shelley in it. Jeff James. I think Nikolaev gets around this. Perkles
Oh, he got
in it.
that was amazing.
I see Nelson flipping. Katie Elizabeth. Mary Cole
Carson
gets slight damage. Roman Rahall's in it. Tom Gerard, Jeff James, Alex May. Let's see Alex May get in this, because I don't. It's hard to tell him, see where he actually gets involved, or who he hits.
We gotta look and take it on with that 13. That was amazing. But then the 66 just.
Okay, so 66 hits the 24.
Hey, Matt May. Oh.
That's how. Oh, Seth Cole gets a piece of this as well.
Yeah.
Now we said that there's 2 incidents. Here's the other one. Kyle Matthews gets up into the wall here through turns 3 and 4.
Yep, just overruns it, overruns it, plain simple.
And then comes off the wall and gets into his teammate.
Oh, hard. Not that hard hit, but luckily those safety barriers there.
Definitely. Good thing there's safety barriers over here as well.
Yeah.
So, wow, Dylan Young's just floating on top of Alex Hawkins. So a lot of huge hits there, but we'll bring you back for the green flag here from Boston. And we are back. Allie Nelson, Dylan Young, Daniel Day, Henry Sanford, Trevor Meacham, Amy Shelley, Alex May, and Tom Gerard have retired. Alex Hawkins still running but 3 laps down. And Katie Elizabeth's 2 down. Alex Perkle and Makoto Gucci 1 lap down. Brian Patterson is the leader. Then it's Kyle Thomas, Drew Austin, Eric and Rage, Elijah Workman, William Duncan, Henrietta Fitzwater, Chris Washer, Chris Louvier, PJ Williams, the top 10, Gabe Williams, Tristan Wilhoit, Tom Shelley, Maxwell Chan, Charles Jackson, Momo Akari, Ish Taylor, Vitaly Nikolaev, Will Lewis, and Seth Cole, the top 20.
And now this is a very critical restart. They got to get everything they can. The 20 is 3 laps down, by the way.
What did I say, 2?
Yeah.
Meant to say 3, yeah. So the green flag's out, and look at that. The top 2 were able to clear the lap traffic with ease.
Yeah, that's pretty good for them, but now they got the back of the field to worry about it.
Well, Duncan's got to worry about it mainly because he's the one that's stuck behind him. Oh, it looked like someone had already gone around or something. They are really slow back up here. Oh, they're pitting! You're kidding
Well,
me!
you know, when Charles, you've been having a weird weekend here. I think the cigar smoke is getting to me, or everyone just came down pit road on the green.
Half the field just came back down after pitting underneath the caution.
I think
Eric and Rage
Yohoshi's,
now pits.
I think
Henrietta Fitzwater,
Yohoshi's,
Elijah Workman, Gabe Williams. Kyle Sosnowski's going to be running second in this one.
I think Yoshi's strategy is falling to everybody.
Brennan Patterson is the leader. If a caution comes out here, the field is just screwed.
It's reunion all over again.
Oh my gosh, this could be huge. Brennan Patterson with a huge advantage. He's the only guy I think still on the track. It's 6 seconds back to Kyle Sosnowski.
Well, you know, this race has turned to boring.
Yeah, there's only 8 cars on the lead
How
lap
about
right now.
How about that 44? He spun. He's 9th. Oh my lord.
Makoto Gucci's in 10th.
No hood. 16th. 11th, I mean.
Okay, so this is all of a sudden just become a race of like who can stay out how long. Sosnowski's running second.
Sosnowski's lapping them. Well, not lapping them, but you know what I mean.
Mary Shelley's in third.
Well, you know, that paint job finally did something for her.
Patterson stayed out once again. But look at these guys on the fresh tires like Will Lewis and Nick Pericles. This could really come back to bite Patterson if he's going to have to pit again.
Well, they just flew by a guy with no hood. It's not really impressive.
How about the fact that they ran a good 0.2 of a second faster than him?
Well, you know, those tires do not
A
last that long.
22.9 to a 21.93. They're running their fastest laps of the race. Meanwhile, Brian Patterson's a good 1 to 2 off of that speed.
Yeah, you gotta be running a second to catch him.
I think Patterson's almost going on a whim and a limb and a prayer here almost. Trying to hold out. They
Well, it's
just
kinda
ran
bad that
they just ran 0.3 of a second faster than him.
But when you're 2 laps down, it doesn't really matter.
Will Lewis is Will Lewis is 2 laps down. How long can Patterson stay out?
But what
There's
is
Kyle
amazing?
Matthews.
So
He's
much-
1 lap down.
How about Pericles in the 16 is 8th? Oh no, that's is 10th with no hood.
That's Alex Perkle in the 16. I
Perkle,
don't know
what did I
where
say?
he's at. Shoot. There he is. He's holding him up though.
He is
He's
still
just
10th
losing
with
a
no
lot of
hood.
ground.
But still, just to be 10th with no hood.
Boy, but on the same
Eric,
note, I'm saying the opposite side is if Brent Patterson has to pay, he's going to have way fresher tires than any of these guys because they're on about the same tires anyway.
Where's that Eric and Rage?
The 33. Let's see.
Oh,
27.
wow. And well, Mary Shelley is second. That's going to be a huge dip in the points.
Oh yeah, Mary Shelley's now gone around the. Mary Shelley now has gone around the 5 of Kyle Sosnowski.
Big shift in the points. And Daniel and Jackson aren't in the top 10.
No, they aren't. Those two have made a pit stop now. I don't see. I see these guys still having to make another pit stop. And Mary Shelley's actually running faster than Patterson right now.
As the lag was real there, as they see right there. 45, 30 to go.
30 to go next time by. Mary Shelley a 10th faster that time around.
You know, we haven't had a catch fence wreck this weekend, which we hope we don't. We've had one every single race.
Okay, now if something happens like that, you're the one that jinxed it.
My turn to jinx it, I know.
I think if they were higher up the track, we would have had one already.
Just a little bit higher.
Mary Shelley faster than Brennan Patterson right now, genuinely 1/10 of a second each lap. And then so are the lap cars. Here comes Kyle Thomas up to 14th now. This would be a battle. This is a 3-way battle for 12th on the racetrack right now.
As we see the Netzero car coming down, I mean, he really hopes the 17 struggles in the pit so he can get a win for the Netzero boys.
That would be actually really awesome to see. Especially because Kyle Thomas only has 2 wins to his name, and they both have come only in the chase grid, or in the chases, so.
Well, he's waiting for the chase.
Well, he needs to make the chase. He's one of those that's not made the chase, so. Inside Pericles now, this is for 13th on the racetrack. Patterson staying out once again.
Yeah, as we see, we are really spread out now.
Well, pit stops will help that in any case.
Yeah.
Thomas now inside of Pericles. There's Maxwell Chan. He's still a little bit back there. And then there's Mary Shelley. And just look at the lap cars coming around now.
And here it comes to 16.
Patterson's not that much faster than Perkle.
But he's still 11th.
Wow. Oh gosh. Literally like froze there for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
but what I'm saying is Patterson's not that much faster than Perkle.
No, he's not, and that's the amazing thing. He's still 11th with no hood. If he's just praying for a miracle to have a caution right now.
That would be really bad for everyone else, but the 8 cars that are still in the lap, it'd be awesome for him. Now these are teammates still. You gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah, they're still teammates.
And Patterson
yeah,
inside. So now Alex Perkle goes 2 laps down to the race leaders. And so that will make this a battle for position when these guys catch him.
Yeah, they'll easily pass him.
Fresh tires, no damage, yeah. Next car in front of the leaders would be Katie Elizabeth, who's in 34th, 3 laps down. So a huge advantage, though, for Brennan Patterson. Still over the 6.5 second mark, back to Mary Shelley.
Yeah, they still got a long, long gap. It's the 17th race if he doesn't crash or blow an engine.
Well, here we go. Will Lewis, this is battle for 11th.
There we go. This is the most biggest battle on the racetrack. The battle for 11th.
Well, that we can see, that we know of at least. Here comes Kyle Thomas now inside for that spot.
Ooh.
It's actually a really good battle for it, even though they are 2 laps down.
Yeah. Oh.
Inside, not able to get there just yet. And the thing I actually have noticed, though, is whenever she doesn't have to deal with lap traffic, Mary Shelley's about a 1/10 of a second faster than Brennan Patterson a lap.
Yeah, he is. But, you know, I don't know. 38's not going to catch her. He needs caution.
Gabe Williams currently runs 19th. Charles Jackson runs 20th, so that's the good thing going for Mary Shelley. Right now, she's staying out there because she knows that she'd take over the points lead.
Yeah, that's why.
Now, if these guys can make it, that's an entirely different story as well. Makoto Gucci now has been passed by Katie Elizabeth, and Makoto is actually the 10th place car, 1 lap down.
10th place a lap down.
Well, remember, Makoto had issues with the wreck, I think, and that's why she was 1 lap down already.
Yeah.
She has older tires. She has older tires than anyone else that's come down recently. Now, Brennan is way faster than Makoto, though. Makoto's like half a second faster than, or slower than Brennan Patterson is. As next time by, it'll be 16 laps to go from Boston here. Thomas still trying to get around Will Lewis.
As we see right here, the race is 15 to go and it's really spread out.
16, yeah, unfortunately, but you know what? Sure beats still having a wreck fest because they're still racing really good. Kyle Matthews passes Alex Hawkins and will look to try and pass Mary Cole here on the front straightaway. That's not a battle for position, though, even though they are 8th and 9th. So Kyle Matthews actually passing some of these lead lap cars, so that's pretty good. Sudden lag spike again.
Lag spike. Yeah, this race has been really interesting. It's now 10th place.
Here we go. Makoto Gucci now goes 2 laps down. Drove it in deep, though.
Yep.
And that means this is a battle for 10th right there. Will Lewis and Kyle Thomas pass. And now Lewis moves into the top 10.
And they got fast cars. Yeah, they got fast cars right here as they come down lap 63.
And you can see him in the same shot now as Brennan Patterson. I knew that they would catch him eventually. I just didn't know when. Thomas inside for a top 10 spot.
Here he comes.
The Netzero car into the top 10 in the Netzero 500.
That's great for the Netzero 500.
Katie Elizabeth now just in front of the race leaders. As now, unfortunate for Kyle Thomas, there's no one that he can pass that's going to be on the same lap as him. Other than Kyle Matthews.
Just going to have fun with himself.
Well, here we go, inside of Katie Elizabeth. And going to peek to the inside. Kyle Thomas going to get himself back onto the 1 lap down list.
17.
And I think Will Lewis is going to do the same. Brennan Patterson just drives it up there. I think that might have been just planned. That might have been just planned.
He drove the Kyle's move.
I think he's just trying to let these guys go. He's got a 7.5 second lead to play with.
Yeah.
Plus now he can let these guys try and work their way through for him.
Yeah, that's true. You got to be really careful, though. With 10 to go, do not pit.
Yep, 10 laps to go for Brennan Patterson. Can he make it? I think, let's see, they pit around lap 25, so he would have had to have gone 50 laps. No one's been able to go 50 laps on fuel the entire race weekend.
Well, maybe we'll see it at first. We haven't seen.
Well, he's getting a draft off Will Lewis. That's the good thing.
There's usually been a caution during every time that pits. We don't know how far these guys can actually go.
Alex Hawkins into the wall. Mary Cole's pitting. That's the 8th place car. Here comes Brennan Patterson to pit road.
Why would you pit? The 7's still riding the wall.
Did Mary Cole stay out?
I
Or
don't
Mary
know.
Shelley? Nope. Here comes Mary.
Everyone's riding the wall back there.
Everyone that's on the lead lap has pitted so far. Where's the 14? There he is.
Now,
Kyle Thomas is 1 lap down. This is going to get him back on the lead lap.
Can the Netzero car win it? Oh, lordy.
We're going to watch because Patterson, he's back on the lead lap now. Patterson just got to his pit stall.
Let's see what comes out here.
Well, this time by it's going to say that he's back on the lead lap. He's in 7th. Where's the 17 at? Patterson's way out there already.
Oh, Mary.
But Kyle's on a full head of steam. Let's see. Thomas is pitting again.
Well, you know, there was hopes and then there was dreams and then there were failed things.
So it remains to be the top 2 as Brennan Patterson and Mary Shelley. And now there are 5 laps to go.
Here they come.
And Drew Austin there is the last car on the lead lap. This is a battle for spot position though with him and Seth Cole. Seth's going to come to pit road.
Yep.
So this time around, there's only 21 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Inside of Drew Austin there.
And now,
Vitaly
oh no!
Nikolaev.
Gonna slow him off.
Oh, Austin to
78.
the wall.
You know, that took the talent in the world to do that.
Chris Washer in front of the leaders now as well. 19 cars on the lead lap.
Yep. At least more cars than we left, though.
As now Brennan Patterson underneath his teammate, Vitaly Nikolaev. This time by 2 laps to go from Boston International Speedway. And I don't remember where we're going to next week, and I think it might be Bristol.
Bristol. I think it means more better than this. And here we come to the white flag. Is ironic to the real life race than right flag too.
Gene Sanford pits in front of the leader. So here we go. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Brendan Patterson. A 2-time winner in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series, looking for win number 3.
What a finish. Woo-hoo. And here he comes. Oh no!
He's in the wall!
What's he doing? This is
And off of turn number 4, it's going to happen. The Carhartt 4 goes to victory lane in the Netzero 500.
What are you doing? You just ran into the fence. I thought it was going to be J.R. Hillebrand all over again. Oh my God! This is and the 33 rebounds to a top 8 finish, saves his pointings, and Jack Daniels retired.
Well, so did he. So what is? They took the checkered flag on pit road.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure because Mary Shelley finishes 2nd, and the gap only was 11. I'm pretty sure, and safe in saying this in my mind, Mary Shelley will go into Bristol with the points lead once again. She comes home 2nd. Kyle Sosnowski, Zachary Fitzwater, Jeff James, Troy King, Mary Cole, a top 10 finish, her best run of the season. Eric and Rage, Momo Akari, and Kyle Matthews, your top 10. Everyone else finished 1 or more laps down, depending on where they were. And just the one wreck, Katie Elizabeth ends up finishing 4 laps down, as well as Alex Hawkins. So, Stephen, go ahead and give your thoughts on today's race as we had our way.
Today's race had 1 death wreck, and then everyone decided to pit, and then it got very interesting at the end. The 17 almost blew it away, but It's a good race. I can't wait to join us at Bristol. That's going to be the Wreck Fest.
Maybe, depends. I seem to
Yeah.
have a very good Bristol that does not wreck, apparently. Congrats to Brian Patterson on the win. For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fantune on 1. This has been a production of the INORL Racing Uncontained. We'll see you guys next time. Let's roll out the points after this round of Boston.
Woo!
Brian Patterson coming down to celebrate his win. One of the, I don't know how many people that have 3 wins in their Coke Vanilla careers. Looks like he's done. We'll see actually if Brendan Patterson can't make a little bit of a jump towards that 5-win mark that Adam Derrickson is at, which is still the all-time wins leader right now. Brendan Patterson is trying to go into the first entry into the garage area. Interesting little choice there, I guess. And pulling it into victory lane. Overshoots it a little bit. But with that, we'll see you at Bristol.